Hi everyone, and welcome to a video on Chattanooga, Tennessee. My husband and I went for the main purpose of doing the event called Swim the Suck, a 10.3 swim along the Tennessee River Gorge. I would like to show you the 4 attractions we went to in order of what I liked the best. First was Rock City, second was Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, the third was the Incline Railway, and the fourth was Ruby Falls. At any point in this video, you can stop it to take a closer look if needed. First, we went on a wonderful 1-hour train ride.
Model GP7 producing 1,500 horsepower. The GP meaning general purpose, meaning this type of locomotive was designed for any service, freight, passenger, and switching service, for example. In the case of this locomotive, it was used by the Army at their Holston Army Ammunition Plant in Kingsport, Tennessee as a switching locomotive, moving cars around in the yard. We acquired this locomotive in 1993 as Army surplus for, believe it or not, only $250. We then brought it to Chattanooga, restored it back to operating condition, gave it a new coat of paint, and we've been using it here at both freight and passenger trains ever since. This is an excellent example of the GP7 series locomotive proved to be one of the mid-20th century. As you look up at the tab there, you'll see our student engineer Joseph. He was responsible for operating this locomotive and getting it here and back safely today. He's currently learning how to operate these diesel locomotives, so we'll go ahead and give him a way. While these are commonly referred to as a diesel locomotive, the correct term for these engines is actually diesel electric, meaning inside this engine there is a large diesel motor running a generator. That generator produces electricity, and that electricity is fed down to the electric traction motors that sit on each axle of the locomotive. And it's those traction motors that are actually propelling the engine, hence the term diesel electric, so you can think of them as a hybrid of sorts. Diesel locomotives have always been made that way, and that is the way they are still made today. Whether it's Norfolk Southern, CSX, or Union Pacific, they're all diesel electrics. The major difference between the locomotives built in 1951 and the ones being made today is that today's modern engines have computer systems in them, as well as produce much more power and are much more fuel efficient. And the reason why these locomotives were going to replace the steam locomotive was more money. The steam locomotives were much more expensive all around to operate when you factor in things such as your tool and labor costs, maintenance costs, repair costs, fuel costs, and then of course the lubrication costs as well as the exterior moving parts. And compared to all that, these diesels were just cheaper to run. So the railroads began purchasing these as nothing more than a cost-cutting measure. You probably noticed our train is still sitting over there by that depot on track number 1. But what we're going to do here is on the locomotive up for track number 2. Next, so we can do a runaround. Now what that means is the locomotive will go past our train and then through a switch. It will then reverse to that switch back into track number 1 to recouple to the opposite end of the train. So what was the front will become the back and vice versa for the return trip.
Rock City was my favorite. It was breathtaking. You would walk through small openings of really high rocks and cliffs, and then you would come around a corner and see a beautiful view. At one point you could see 7 states, and it gave you a little model of what direction, such as 25 miles in this direction was Alabama. Anyway, Rock City was beautiful because it was natural, and I loved Rock City because it just showcased the natural beauty of the region, and that's the kind of things I'm interested in. What is special about Chattanooga? What does the region have to offer as far as nature? The Carter family donated their land to allow the public to enjoy this beautiful attraction. right, here's the swing along bridge. We're sending Bob over first to see if it's safe. In life, you need to have guinea pigs. Well, Bob is mine. Okay. Go. I wonder if there is a weight capacity, if there should be someone monitoring this, if it's really crowded. Hey Bob, run across it. Run. I'm going. I'm gonna be a little troll and jump on the bridge. Ready?
I'm videoing too.
I'm jumping. Get into the middle. Oh yeah, we should video each other. Ah! Oh, shoot! Hang on to that phone. Have you ever seen in those movies where they're like, wow, hanging and it's gonna fall? Bridge over the River Kwai, I think, is one. Not sure. That was a train bridge that blew up. Wow! All right, this is Gnome's Overpass. What was that children's tale where three little gremlins are trying to pass a bridge and they throw them off the bridge? I don't remember, but I just remembered. It's called Three Billy Goats Gruff. The Incline Railway was a fun little train ride up to the top of a mountain. It was 1 mile long, and at some points it went on a 70% incline.
Even steeper up there.
Oh my gosh, stop!
Are you scared? Are you scared?
Yes, I'm scared.
See? We're tipping forward this way.
Wow, I think we should have seatbelts on this.
I feel like we're gonna fall forward.
See, that was like a normal.
No, I feel like I'm tipping forward right now. What are you doing?
Oh, shiz.
Oh my god!
I'm not turning around.
Oh my god!
Look at that. Just
wait, we have to go down. I'm not gonna make.
You're picking me up later.
This is so steep. I'm literally viewing my life is flashing before my eyes. What the
You have to
heck?
really trust the mechanics of this.
No doubt.
Hurry. Are we there? Oh, stop.
Go. Go. That is steep.
See, now we gotta get out of our seats and walk up the stairs to get out.
Alright, folks, please remain seated until we come to a complete stop.
Wow, the air is thin. Let me do it right now.
At the top of the mountain, after the Incline Railway, I highly recommend getting out and taking a walk a few blocks and to check out a museum, the Battles for Chattanooga. That was a fun little museum to go to. Another attraction we saw was Ruby Falls, and I think that was overpriced. It was okay. I had been to many other nice caverns in the past in Virginia and other states, and it was interesting, but it wouldn't be on the top of my list if I only had a day or two in Chattanooga. We came across a very beautiful church and, surprisingly, a national memorial for the unborn. This was very moving, regardless of where you stand, whether pro-life or pro-choice. It was a really fascinating museum that allowed people to post letters and mementos of people who lost babies to abortion or miscarriage. and I just kind of looked up what are some things to do in Chattanooga, and this came up, and we decided to check it out. All in all, we had a wonderful time in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was happy that my daughter Millicent was able to join us for 2 days, and then it was a road trip back home.